Hey everybody, welcome to Quinn's Cones. I'm your host, Mr. Cones, and today we've got something pretty different. As you can tell, we're not in the kitchen at the Quinn's Cones set. We're on the road, on location, and we're gonna hit up a McDonald's to get their soft serve ice cream, see how it is. Give it a full up and down, head to toe review. So, let's do it. Before we get started though, I just wanna say, people from my village, my town, we're at the Liverpool McDonald's, and anybody that knows the Liverpool McDonald's knows that this is where you go to die. Now, we are in broad daylight, so hopefully it's safe, but I know from personal experience that one time my friend Justin, who you know from the campfire ice cream review, and our buddy Jason, shout out to Jay, we came here. Let's just say Justin almost got murdered for wearing colors. A gentleman thought he was in a gang. Luckily, we were able to defuse the situation, but that's the kind of stuff you expect from Liverpool McDonald's. Hopefully it's safe when we pull up to the drive-thru. Let's just jump right into it. Let's get that sweet dairy. I don't see any firearms or any other weaponry in the vicinity, so we should be good.
Hi there, what's going on? I can help you?
Hi, could I please have a vanilla ice cream cone?
Unfortunately, our stick machine did not clean properly last night. We can't sell it.
Okay, that's no problem.
Sorry about that.
That's okay, have a good day.
Sure.
It's broken. Okay, just got to the next McDonald's. Hopefully, this one works. Hi, could I please just have an ice cream cone? And that's everything. Alright, thank you. Hi. Yep. Hey. Hey, thank you. We're so close. Thank you. Okay, so we have the ice cream. Sadly, my tripod just broke while I was turning into a spot, so I'm going handheld. But presentation, it's kind of crooked. Not very straight, but I'm excited for this. So let's just make this review quick. McDonald's vanilla soft serve, let's go. See, this might be a controversial opinion, but I really like McDonald's ice cream. This is pretty good. First bite, I'm gonna have to give it a 4 out of 5. It's really good. Maintenance is pretty key with fast food soft serve. I find all of them melt relatively quickly. So, maintenance is a priority. So for texture, this is one of the smoother ice creams. We haven't had any soft serve on the show yet, but this is by far the softest and smoothest experience in regards to pure dairy that we've had on the show so far. I'm gonna have to give the texture a 4 out of 5. I really love McDonald's ice cream cones. I can't stress that enough. They're so good, and we're not even at the best part yet. So in terms of aftertaste, you do kind of get that stale McDonald's feeling to it, but it's welcomed in this situation. This might be gross, but I kind of like it. I kind of like that processed taste, you know? Not as much as real authentic dairy, but process has a place, I think, in the totem pole of dairy. So for aftertaste, I'm gonna have to give it a 3 out of 5. It's just vanilla tasting. It's nothing too spectacular, game-changing. If you're looking for just a nice way to cool off and relax on a hot November day like today, then yeah, this aftertaste would be welcomed. So now to get to the best part, before we get into wow factor, the best part about these kind of ice cream cones is that you get to bite into it and get a bit of cone with some ice cream. Let's do it. The cone is so fake and processed, but it's so good. So one fun fact about Quinn's Cones is that this is actually the second cone to appear in the channel's history out of everything. The only other cone in Quinn's Cones history to appear was in the 100th subscriber spectacular, where we looked at loads of cookie dough. And I whipped out a cone for that because, you know, gotta have a cone for the 100th subscriber special. Quinn's Cones, right? So in terms of wow factor, I'm just gonna have to be straight up. It's like a 2 out of 5. This is just a vanilla ice cream cone. You know what to expect. It is what you expect. Nothing too game changing here. So one word to describe the McDonald's soft serve ice cream, I'd have to say safe. You're playing it safe when you get a vanilla cone from McDonald's. There's nothing risky about it. There's nothing interesting about it. It's just plain old vanilla on a fake cone, and it tastes great. To me, it's one of my favorites in a weird way. It feels safe. It brings me back down to my roots. Just plain old vanilla, I can't go wrong. You do get to a point though, where you reach the paper at the bottom. I do not recommend eating that. Paper is not edible. This has been another episode of Quinn's Cones. Next week, I hope to tackle Dairy Queen and get their vanilla cone, maybe even dip to switch it up. But we'll see. So be sure to like the video if you liked it. Drop a comment if you got anything to say. I love reading them. And subscribe if you don't want to miss any Quinn's Cones content. So this has been Mr. Cones, coning on location. And yeah, take care. Mwah.